All right, everyone, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, a part of our psychological series. This is going to be episode 11 of our psychological series. We got about 4 more episodes left for this series. I do recommend you guys to go watch the series from part 1 to part 11, and then we will continue as far as this goes. The series was meant for beginners from nothing to profitable, so this will allow you guys to figure out what you exactly need when you are starting trading to be able to get to the point that where you are now. So, we're understanding that. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. But without further ado, if you guys wanted to join the private mentorship at discord.gg/leverage, you guys can see here we have a plenty of students funded. Many students have been funded these past couple months. I just got funded myself again. So, we've been doing very good within this server. We call out every single trade that we take. We take all the trades live and we take them within the server. So that is how that goes for that. So if you guys wanted to join that, please feel free to do so. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Dealing with lost streaks. All right, so here on the left, we do have 3 questions. So I always like to start out with these questions. Again, I set up a lot of these videos as well to be very boring. The reasoning for that is just due to the fact you're gaining actual value from it. Trading is not a flashy, money making game. Instead, it's a game of a business, right? So we must treat it as such. So I make it boring for that specific purpose. But this first question here, how can I deal with it psychologically? Your most simple answer, as far as these are going to go, is just to focus on the long term. So you will have red streaks. You will have weeks of red streaks. You will have months of red streaks. What you must understand is that the only way to get out of this is to focus on the long term. Math will win in the long run. We'll talk about examples of that at the end there with our strategy. But you must understand that on the long term, you will be profitable if you continue to stick to your rules. Your second one is going to be not to revenge trade. If you have a week or a couple days that you have red streaks, don't go back and try to make it back, taking trades out of turn, taking trades out of timing, taking trades out of risk. Do not go back and revenge trade just to make it back. This goes also hand in hand with changing risk to make it back. I've seen many traders that will decide to up their risk to decide to make it back in 1 or 2 trades if they have a loss streak. Don't go ahead and do that. Instead, you want to minimize your risks to be able to hold on to those profits long term. Now, your next question is going to be, how can you deal with them mathematically? All right, your simple answers for this. Your first one is going to be lower your risk as account goes in drawdown. We'll talk about examples of this towards the end as far as that mathematically goes, but you want to be able to lower your risk as your account goes in drawdown. That's going to allow you more trades over time to be able to probability, right? Take your probability and be able to profit in the long term. So lower your risk as the account goes in drawdown. Understand the amount of trades needed to lose as well. Let's say I started off with a 1% risk. That would mean for a 10% drawdown prop firm account that I would need to lose 10 trades in a row to be able to hit that 10% drawdown. Now, if I switch that risk, right, and let's say we are 1% in drawdown, we have 9% left, I'm going to go ahead and switch that risk in half the risk. That 10 trades now becomes 20 trades until you'd be able to hit that L. And if you are sitting with a strategy that has over a 50% win rate, that is almost impossible to lose over the long term. So you want to be able to flatline your drawdown so you have less losses as your account goes in drawdown and you have more profits overall. So how can you also stay disciplined to your risk management? All right, your simple answers as far as this one goes is going to be understanding consistency. Staying disciplined to your management is understanding consistency. If we understand consistency and we know that this is something that will grow over the long term, you will stick to that consistency, never wavering from those rules and being accountable to those rules as well. If you are in a group, that's why I have my private mentorship out. So everyone in there is able to be accountable with themselves as well as everyone around them. So that helps people to show everything, right? To show both the losses and the wins, as well as keep their mindset in a path of growth and consistency. We're not here to see who can make the most money in the least amount of time. Instead, we're focused on finding that consistency for each and every single trader that I look to mentor. So understand consistency, never waver from those rules, and be accountable on the long term. Now we're going to go ahead and break down each of these things one by one, and you will understand how to do each of them. So let's go ahead and start that now. Psychologically, now this is something that we deal with as traders, and we do struggle with it There is just one picture that I love going back to every single time that I always end up going back to for showing my students. This goes hand in hand with trading. A bad day, that's it, not a bad life. So if we have just one bad day or one bad streak, right, even a week as well, we understand in the long term the confluence and congruence of everything all together is going to make it to where it is a good life, right? And we do end up profiting in the long term. So I love to go back to this picture all the time. If you guys do want this picture, please feel free to DM me at 1xflow. You can find me on Discord. You can find me on X at 1xflow or 1xflow underscore on Instagram. So that is what I have as far as psychologically. Really just keep it simple. Understand that the long term will give you the profits that you're looking for. So don't let 1 week or a few trades get you in a bad rut or make you start to tilt as far as that goes. Now let's go ahead and talk about the mathematical version as well of what this looks like. Now, as far as mathematically goes, all you need to do is set out a chart like I have myself right here. I have it by trade, by day, by week, my amount slash risk limit per day as well. And understanding that over time, right? We can sit here and understand if you do the math out, you would have to lose 72 trades in a row to lose 10% of your portfolio. If you have even over a 50% win rate, that is almost practically impossible to lose that 10%. It would mean 36 consecutive losing days in a row at 2 to 3 trades per day, losing every single trade. So 3 months in a row of just a pure red streak. That would be the only time that you would lose just 10% of your portfolio if you stick to this risk limit. So understanding mathematically over time that it does work through probability will allow you to keep that comfortability and profitability over the long term. Now let's talk about the last point. And the last point that we are going to be making here is going to be how to stay disciplined to your rules. This one I do believe is hard at first for us to understand as traders just due to ego. But once we get rid of that and we can understand that all you really have to do is follow the rules, that's what's going to allow you that probability in the long term. So let's list some bullet points for that and then we will be good to go. And the last bullet point here being how to stay disciplined to your rules. This one, again, like I said, was hard for traders to understand in the beginning, just due to your ego. It's hard to lose, right? And it's hard to say no as well. But all you have to really do is simply follow your rules. Learn to say no and keep your long-term mindset. So if you can stay disciplined to that and you can keep looking long-term, still continue to show up every day no matter what, still continue to follow your rules no matter what, you will eventually reach it based on math. So just continue to do that and you will get there. All right, if you made it to the end of the video, you do have the patience, you have what it takes to be able to get to where you need to be. So I love to see that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe for more. Again, if you want to join that private mentorship at discord.gg/leverage, I will link it in the description below as well as the WAP link so you can just go ahead and gain entry. Yes, it is paid. So if you guys have questions about that, please feel free to let me know and hit me up at 1xflow on Discord or on YouTube, wherever you guys feel you need to hit me up. So again, thanks to everybody who watched this video today. Be on the lookout for more. We got about 4 more videos in this series. And also go check out the strategy series as well so you can see my entire breakdown of how I trade, why I trade, and when I trade. So thanks again, everybody who saw the video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your day.